Doing a little mic test.
Test, test.
And for the last time this season, from the Cox Coop, I'm Spencer Ball, joined with JP Barry. Season finale tonight here from Irmo, South Carolina. JP, how excited are you for this senior night matchup?
Man, I'm super pumped. I mean, baseball series against Clemson getting underway up in the upstate, and here in sunny Irmo, we have the final chapter of our trio of matchups with the Clemson Tigers on the ice here. Black versus orange, two great uniforms. As not allowed to say. I have to be an impartial judge. Ooh, a little bump there on the skate in by Clemson. Already getting chippy here early.
And we saw these two teams get chippy in the first matchup we saw this year between the two back in November. Myself and Tommy on the call for that game. But JP, I'm just, it's always great getting to see the Palmetto Cup. We were there in Greenville together, and the Gamecocks absolutely demolished the Tigers.
Yeah, after a little bit of a slow start, it was 2-1 South Carolina there, and then they just exploded in the second period and took complete control over the game. It was a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, South Carolina coming into this one 26-3. They had their huge 12-game win streak snapped by the University of Tampa Spartans in that CHS tournament championship, but they come in with a lengthy winning streak against the Tigers, which, you know, you always want to have. They can sweep that season series here tonight.
And, you know, you mentioned baseball a little bit earlier. The Gamecocks have been all over the Tigers in seemingly every sport this year. They are just talking football, men's basketball, definitely women's basketball. And baseball looks to gain the advantage tonight. And
you can check out our preview of that on our episode of Ball Don't Lie that dropped today. A little plug there.
Certainly can. Myself and JP, if you love our commentary so much, you can get a full 31-plus minutes of it on the SGTV YouTube channel.
Unrated.
Yeah, I mean, hard not to mention some of the great seniors that have helped take this team to a second-place finish in the College Hockey South Tournament and to the CHF AAU National Tournament up in Philadelphia. The Gamecocks are coming in as the number 10 seed in the total tournament field, and they're in Pool G, grouped up with Liberty, the 7th seed, grouped up with Alabama, the 18th seed, who the Gamecocks did defeat in that CHS tournament, and Fordham, who come in at the number 26 seed, and I think that's going to be some really exciting hockey.
Yeah, all three of those teams, out, along with the Gamecocks, all high quality, especially Liberty. You know, you hear the rumors of them perhaps looking to make the jump to Division I alongside NC State. You have Alabama from the CHS, and then you have Fordham. You know, whenever you play a team from up north in hockey, unless it's the NHL, they're going to give you a little bit of a challenge.
Certainly will, and I think it's definitely going to be exciting. And I think the Gamecocks are going to fare pretty well. We saw them do really good in the College Hockey South Tournament, running into an absolute monster Tampa team. They're the number 3 seed in that AAU tournament I just mentioned. I wouldn't surprise me if they make a deep run. I mean, they dominated the Gamecocks, not something I necessarily expected. But the Gamecocks, I think they're looking for a little revenge, might take it out on little brother tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to want to get the lick back against a team, especially when they beat you like Tampa did, the Gamecocks. And I'm sure that that's in their mind, but right now they're just focused on the next game.
Definitely. Clemson also going to the AAU tournament. They are the number 31 seed, and they're in a group with number 2 seeded Niagara, 15 seeded Penn State Harrisburg, and 23rd seed Fredonia State. So Clemson definitely not coming in with as high of a seeding as South Carolina, but qualified nonetheless. And the Gamecocks this is a great warm-up as next weekend that tournament kicks off.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you play a team that, you know, is proven to be tournament quality, they're 16th in the CHS, but you know, they haven't played since February 11th. They played a couple series after that game against the Gamecocks up in Greenville. Most recently, they lost to the University of Tampa. So Tampa, a little bit of a specter hanging over the team from the Palmetto State.
Definitely, and we saw, I believe it was Shea Grant for the Tampa Spartans winning a tournament, player of the tournament, for the CHS. And it's just, you heard his name every single minute on the broadcast. Just a guy that's getting everything done. The Gamecocks did have some mentions on that first and second team there. And I think they're looking for revenge. You know, sometimes Gamecocks haven't played super high-quality opponents, or at least they make them look inferior here in Irmo. And I think they're excited for the challenge. And after the defeat against Tampa, I think they're hungry.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be a really fun game. You always love to see the regular season at least, end with a rivalry matchup, just like it does in football. It usually shakes out that way in basketball a little bit, but we should be in for some fun 60-minute hockey today.
Yeah, we'll let you catch the last minute of the warm-ups here and be back with a little bit of a senior night, some senior night content for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, no one wants their car key to a Jeep. A car key to a Jeep, please come out the public dressing booth behind the goal and claim your key. There's a car key for a Jeep. Clemson Tigers. Tonight is our senior night. We want to take time to recognize each of our senior players who have put blood, sweat, and tears in Gamecock hockey over the last 4 years. You'll turn your direction to the ice. We'll be honoring our players now. Number 13, Owen Thomas.
And we're back again. I'm Spencer Ball, joined with JP Berry. And JP, the senior night celebration here in Irmo. Starting off with Owen Thomas, the captain of this team. How much does this guy mean to the Gamecocks?
I mean, his impact is almost immeasurable. It would be if we didn't have the stats in front of us right now. But 32 points in just 24 games. He centers this line, obviously, as a center, but he's just an anchor for the team, both on offense and on defense. He's a wizard with the puck. He can pass it as well. He has 16 assists, 16 goals, evenly distributed. So he's able to put the puck in the net, or he's able to get the puck to his teammates so they can do the same.
Definitely the leader of this team. I like to call him the captain. I don't know if he's the official captain of this team, but he sure looks like it out on the ice. Now we got Mike Bolger coming out. Just another one of those forwards that just gets it done. His play, I think, is so impressive. Always able to find his open teammate. Just an incredible guy.
Yeah, his assist numbers are really impressive. He's the Gamecocks with 19 assists. He's out there looking like a prime Jason Kidd.
Also got Chad Lazine coming out here. Another really solid senior. This entire group of seniors, I mean, they're all really special. And they're the reason this team has kind of become a staple of this university.
Well, it really has. I mean, I like how we just talked about like Owen Thomas and his great stats. His stats don't pop off the page at you, but it's what he's able to do that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. He's a great physical presence. He can really get after it on defense for a winger. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Definitely. Here you got Julian Reese coming out. And, you know, one thing I'm noticing, the PA announcer, also a senior. Great job to him. I think that PA announcer is an absolute monster. But
it's the end of an era.
Truly is. But he mentioned Julian's a 4-year player. You got guys that come into this team as freshmen. We see some other impact freshmen on our roster here. But seeing the growth that these players have from year to year, it's just nothing short of incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's really special.
It really is. You also love to see the parents here tonight. Every single player so far has had some parents in attendance, and they are, you know, there's not many players from South Carolina. You see how much this means to not just the players, but also their family.
Yep.
Ryan McGowan here, standout defender for the Gamecocks. I know I saw his name a lot last year. He's definitely getting playing time in more than one season. I mean, you know, we can't say it enough, but one shout out I really want to give. There are some seniors on this media team for the Cock Hockey team, and you know what? They built a bit of an empire here in Columbia and in hockey, nonetheless. I mean, you can't sell that ability short. Being able to do what they've done on social media, winning the best jersey. Right now, you see it, the black Gamecock jersey. I mean, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I mean, when you can build a brand like a club hockey team from Columbia, South Carolina has on social media, I mean, even just look how many people are here. This place is standing room only.
It's a 30-minute drive from campus as well. All the students that are here, you can't just walk to Colonial Life or to Founders Park. You got to get in a car and take a little drive, and they do it week in and week out because of what these players and what this team has made this brand become.
Yeah, and as we see Douglas Russell getting his recognition on senior night, you know, it just really shows how great the goaltending is for as Liam Gormley was also honored. I mean, when you have a trio of goalies with the goals against average all below 2.6, they have impressive save percentages as well. All of them have recorded a shutout. I mean, it's just, it really goes to show not just how great the goalies are, how great the defense is in front of them, how much help they get from their offense, not having to, have a shell nostra performance.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great team. It's not just made up of one guy that can go out there and get it done in all aspects of the game. The entire team sticks together, and then they've created something great here.
Yeah, we have better roster construction than the Edmonton Oilers.
Well said. We'll see if they take the ice here. They're pulling the rug away. You know, can't have any parents slipping out on the ice here. But this game should be underway. There it is. Starting lineups for your Gamecocks. Oh, they'll start with Clemson, of course. You start with the visitors. And I got a feeling we're about to hear some boos, JP.
Yeah, as Clemson starters kind of get announced. Clemson, a team that, you know, they're the 12th worst team in CHS in goals for, 13th worst in goals allowed. But they're not, you know, their record isn't awful, 9-11. It just shows that they play tough, they play gritty. It's not a pretty style of hockey. It's essentially what I'm trying to get across. They've lost 3 out of 4 since that game against South Carolina, but this time off maybe gave them a little bit of time to reapproach their, their strategy, kind of get back to mojo, get healthy, get rested. They have this game and they have the CHF tournament. So, you know, as the Imperial March plays.
And one thing we saw in that game at Greenville, Clemson's offense couldn't get anything going after the first 5 minutes. They were doing this weird dump and chase, but never really had a chance to get to the puck. The Gamecocks were just looked faster in all areas. And let me tell you, that was a absolute slaughter at the bond.
Yeah, as the lights dim here at the Plex. Yeah, seniors getting announced. I mean, like I said, how impressive the goaltending has been for the Gamecocks. You have Gormley and Douglas Russell as seniors who have goals against averages of 2.14 and 2.57 respectively, and they're not even starting because that's how good Zach Hayes has been in his 13 starts. I mean, it's a wealth of talent for South Carolina.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, these seniors, you know, they've done so much for this club. One of the, you know, not only one of the best club hockey programs in the nation, but one of the best club sports. They do so well with merch sales, getting this crowd all the way out to Irmo week in and week out. It's a great thing to see. You know, allowing us to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hey.
You have to be truly magnificent.
Yeah.
To attract the talent such as you and I.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's not like people are coming out here and being disappointed. Gamecocks have a plus 106 goal differential on the season. They show their dominance in every single facet.
Definitely. Winning always helps when it comes to drawing the crowd. There's been no short of wins this year. 26 for the Gamecocks. Just incredible.
That loss in the CHS Tournament Championship was their first of 2023.
Yeah. Almost 3 months in. And we're going to give it a break here as the national anthem plays here at the Plex. And after a beautiful national anthem here at the Plex, JP, who's ready? You ready for some hockey, man?
Hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey. I'm so excited. Sandstorm blaring, team getting lined up. As our jinx struck again before the puck even dropped. We were talking about the Gamecock baseball team going up to the Doug Kingsmore Stadium to play the Tigers, and I checked my phone while we were on break, and Clemson was up 1-0 after the first inning home run.
For all the Gamecock fans out there, we won't mention it again unless something good happens, just to not disappoint you. Yeah, Gamecocks are undefeated in that sport, but play's underway here at the Plex as Clemson will control the puck momentarily and give it right away to the Gamecocks. They'll control it for some nice passes here to start the game as they get into their offensive zone here. Shot on goal is going to be deflected away by Trip Russell. The Tigers still with the puck. So far, one in front of goals. It gets knocked down to the Gamecocks. Will corral it. That's Bolger. He sends it up ice. He's got Lazine up there. Senior to senior connection. Lazine has it behind the net. He'll send it around the block to Brendan Flaherty. Excuse me. I meant to say boards there. What kind of block this is, but Zach List has it over to Nick Lindstad. Shot's going to be deflected there with a nice little pad save. The Gamecocks will keep it in front of the line. It's going to be Julian Reese with a shot almost snuck in. And I remember that being a considerable problem in this match at Greenville. The lack of a glove save from their goalie. Kearney. Yeah,
Kearney had a rough, but it can't be worse than Christopher Newport.
Yeah, it was.
That almost made me like see red. I almost got fired.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting goalie performances. It's actually not going to be Kearney today. He was the man we saw last time. It's going to be Josh Bailey in net for the Tigers.
Well, it's always worth a try to change something up. The big hits a little there.
And I'd expect to see a lot more of that as Bailey makes a save there on a shot by Nick Lindstad. His physicality is a staple of this rivalry in any sport.
Yeah. The physicality is certainly there for Clemson, it's there for Clemson, but it's there for the Gamecocks too. Second in penalty minutes in the CHS, only behind the Georgia Bulldogs. Which, it's kind of on brand for sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Georgia likes to set the tone, and everything they do. Trip also makes a rather routine save there with under 18 here left in the first period. Not a ton doing for either team here, but no matter the sport, this rivalry is always been one of my favorites, even before we became Gamecocks. I think it's always a lot of fun. As Mulcairn puts a nice move on a Clemson skater there, gets it up to his teammates and mishandles it on the boards. That'll go behind net, and Mulcairn will race back. Oh, the Tigers misplay it there. That's going to be Marco Pineda in pursuit of the puck. Neither team getting a ton of possession here. As now it's Pishkar with it behind the net, and Tigers trying to do something. The puck kind of haphazardly left in front of the net. Tigers do control it here. Get a shot that's deflected before it reaches Trip Russell. And Mulcairn now skating up the ice with it. Pineda behind him. And that'll go again behind the boards, behind Russell. Chico tries to clear it, but doesn't get enough on it to get it past the Tiger skater. They'll control it in their offensive zone. Clemson with a lot of time in possession here.
I'm actually pretty impressed. That time off, like I said, they seem to have really worked on, in that first game, the game in Greenville, their passes were pretty suspect. They were just getting blown off the boards, and it just was not a very pretty sight for Clemson's offense, but quite a different story here tonight.
Yeah, that game did not go well for the Tigers at all. They finally got some momentum in the third. Oh, Julian Reese slots it bottom left. Two skaters got tangled up. Reese came in, swooped the puck, and just slotted it right past Baylor.
Well, how about a senior scoring a goal to open up senior night,
Nothing like
7th of the season. That puts him now in line with his points per game type stuff. But, it was just very routine, but it was still special to watch.
Yeah, that was a great finish there, but I thought there was going to be a penalty call just because we saw two skaters get tangled up. The puck just slipped past, and there was no Tiger defender in sight, and Reese just with a classy finish, bottom left. Josh Bailey, nothing he could do with that one.
No, that was a rocket. Oh, Burns in him right there.
Gotta expect JP to make a Hurricanes reference anytime we do on the broadcast.
It's a Sharks legend.
Nick Hay had his 6th cent almost to the ceiling, but that'll put him up the ice as he now has the puck. He's got numbers. That's going to be deflected behind net, and the Tigers will control the puck. McGowan tries to make a nice play as Reese now has it. Another shot, this time knocked away by Bailey. Drew Henderson now has it. Puts one in front of the net, trying to get a deflection. But the Tigers will come out with it and send it all the way up ice. They had a breakaway skater just unable to control the puck. He'll take a little hit the ice, and the Gamecocks will have it. Kay's got Thomas to his right. The freshman and the senior.
Yeah, float on the pass a little bit there.
It's going to be offside.
There's some senior night jitters there. The two Clemson players kind of ran into each other like bowling pins.
Yeah, much to the delight of the crowd here. just took each other out. Not even a Gamecock involved.
Yeah, I was saying, it's not often you see like actual laughter from a sports crowd, but that was pretty special.
Expect nothing less in front of I don't know, what appears to be about 1 million people in the Plex here tonight. As Thomas gets that shot blocked. A nice play from the Clemson defenses. That one could have been trouble. Zach Liss now has it. He'll fire one as Bailey does manage to cover it up after making the initial save.
Yeah, that was an excellent play there by McGowan to keep it in. And the Gamecocks were able to get a high-quality chance. You know, he made the save. How long can he keep that up for?
You know, I got a feeling he's going to be worked pretty hard tonight. And Zach Liss is one of, I feel like he's got maybe the most powerful shot on this team. When he gets squared around and just fires it with the left hand, it really is coming with some force. Here he is now with the puck. He'll get it to his teammate Mike Bolger, senior, but senior on this team. Is that Dylan Greeley? Took a shot to the face there, and they believe that somebody's going to be making a trip to the box for the Tigers. It's going to be number 22. If I could read, I'd let you know. Thomas Papa, left winger for the Tigers. And the PA announcer, I mean, we've already given him some credit, but he puts some real emphasis on that.
It's electric. It's so much fun.
Let me tell you, I mean, we got to meet the guy after the game, as he's just
A legend.
one of the MVPs of this team. Oh, Reese was looking for a second goal after a great pass there by, I believe that was Garrett Albers looking for it there. Zach Liss, Nick Kay, actually, excuse me. Kay has it now behind net. He'll get it to Pashkar. Over to the list now. Looks like he's about to square up. It's going to be Pashkar with the shot. Great save from Bailey there. That one was poised to go top corners. The Clemson skater falls again. We've seen it a couple times tonight.
That dangerous chance off the face-off for South Carolina is something that Duke, Clemson, in that game in Greenville, and they keep on giving up stuff like that. South Carolina already has 6 shots on goal, not even 7 minutes into this game.
And, you know, committing that penalty by Thomas Papa, definitely not what you want to do for the Tigers, as this offense has already struck once in just less than 4 minutes of play.
You know, interesting stuff going on with the ice here tonight so far. We got people on both sides slipping and sliding.
It's going to be DeChico. He gets it up to Dylan Greeley. It's going to be Sean Reed now. He'll slow it down, maybe set up for a little play here. He's going to take it himself, and that is going to be another save for Bailey.
That was a really impressive use of the stick, and he basically just spin around. But it was an even better save by Bailey, excuse me.
Hard not to mention Zach Hayes' name. Feels like he's always making a ton of saves here at the
Subconscious.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, maybe it's senior night jitters from the ice as well.
Wasn't ready for this fierce play and electric crowd. So the Gamecocks have it. It's going to be Mulcairn now. He sends it over. Now Reed has it. Bolger now on the right side. Back to Reed. Reed will send it back to Bolger. All the way over to Mulcairn. 20 seconds left on the power play.
This has been a very good power play by the Gamecocks. It's basically been in the Clemson offensive zone all night.
Bolger almost snuck that top corner as they tried to shield for Bailey there. And the power play will run off, and I'd say a good kill from the Tigers.
And, you know, it was bend but don't break.
Yeah, I guess any kill is a good kill, but that
Seems
one
to
they
be a
look
delayed
pretty
penalty
impressive.
coming up to South Carolina here.
It will be. I'm not sure who that's going to be on, but I do believe you are correct.
The
Pretty
officials in
Chad
attendance don't
Lozine?
exactly agree, but when did they ever?
They never do if it's on the team in garnet and black. It's Chad Lozine, the senior. He'll spend a couple minutes in the box. And this is exactly what the Tigers, I would say, needed.
Yeah, you just killed off a penalty. Despite some high-quality chances from South Carolina, you didn't break, and now you have a chance to really go on the offensive and try and tie this game up.
And they haven't been able to really set up for any part of this game yet. But I think this could give them a really nice opportunity, too, as the puck just kind of drifts in front of net. But luckily for the Gamecocks, they will control it and clear it down as Albers is in hot pursuit of the puck there.
Yeah, that was going to be one of those missed opportunities that Clemson looks back on if they don't score on this power play.
Notice another slip there for the Tigers. This ice, we might see the Zamboni driver take a nice lap around after the first period is wrapped up.
Yeah, Sully Kopp, one of the best forwards on this
Massive
Clemson team.
hit there. My goodness. You could hear that one loud and clear as that's going to be Garrett Albers just flattening a Tiger skater. As that shot for the Tigers goes wide, and Albers now with the clear.
What a play by Albers to intercept that pass. That would have been really dangerous. The Clemson skater would have been one-on-one with the goalie, but,
Coast to coast, makes the hit, comes back down afterwards, and stops the opportunity there. From an attacker, no less. And Flaherty, he just picks the puck up. We'll see the move, and Bailey with a really nice save. And, oh, wow, the Tigers just barely keep it out of the net and keep this a 1-0 game with 11 minutes left. 40 seconds left on the power play. It's going to be Sully Kopp with the puck now. It does take a deflection and back into the defensive zone. What a play from Brendan Flaherty to almost
yeah,
get
Flaherty,
the Gamecocks a second
we're
goal.
effusive in our praise of him, but really, I mean, he's really fun to watch.
For a freshman, no less.
Exactly. And you never want your most exciting play on the power play to be a save, but a flurry of saves there by Bailey to deny the Gamecocks a chance to extend their lead.
And a nice play from some of his defenders back there, helping him out, and that should be a tripping, and the referee will see it as the Gamecocks earn a power play right back, as all they have to do is kill off 11 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and they can go back on the offensive.
Center Graydon Schreiser will be the culprit of the penalty. I'm not German. That was pretty good pronunciation.
I'd say I trust our PA announcer. Let me tell you that.
Exactly. I said it, and then I was waiting for his announcement of the penalty to kick in.
Hey, if
I
you're
graded
both wrong,
myself.
you got good company, JP.
Exactly.
10:30 left in the first period, 11 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. The Gamecocks might look to just stall this before they get the one-man advantage here.
Yeah, especially after winning that face-off.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're fighting for control of the puck. It's going to be 5-on-4 for the next 1 minute and 45 seconds. Sean Reed now with it. Kicks it over to his teammate on the left. Might be Mulcairn who fancies a shot, but Bailey with another good save. Some pushing and shoving right in front of the net. Lots of pushing and shoving. Referee's going to look to break this up, and we saw some pushing and shoving last time these two teams met at Bon Secours Wellness Arena.
Yeah, teams are always going to take exception when you keep chopping at the puck after the goalie freezes it, and no exception there. A very impressive start to his performance for goalie Josh Bailey. Only 8 starts on the year. This is his 9th one, but he's got 11 saves early.
It's going to be Dylan Greeley going to the box for the Gamecocks, and I couldn't quite see the number for the Tigers skater, but I'm assuming our good friend Luke on the PA mic will help us out here in just a sec.
Yeah, well, the refs kind of get this whole thing sorted out.
It's going to be 4-on-3 hockey, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think they handed out any penalty per se.
Oh, that's right. They can just do 5-on-4. Pardon me. JP's a real hockey expert in this booth. I just try not to let you guys know that, but 10:07 left in the first period.
Good deception job so far this season,
Hey,
Spencer.
thank you. I try my best. We'll see. The refs, they do enjoy enjoy their conversation here at the Plex.
I mean, who doesn't?
It's going to be number 15 for the 15 for the Tigers.
Benjamin Brucker, defenseman, that's what defensemen do, man. They get down.
Protect their goalie right there.
Get down in the dirt, get their knuckles dirty.
And like you were saying, Bailey, pretty good job tonight with some of the chances he's faced. I'd say only allowing one in the net. Pretty good.
Against a team that's
Pretty
as
good.
good at finishing as South Carolina is,
Very
especially.
true. Very true, and definitely some heroics on that last save he made there. Or the one before last, excuse me, as Thomas has a puck now. Tries to make a nice move, but he'll just slow it down as it's still 5-on-4 hockey for the next minute 20. Reed has it now. He's got Mulcairn to his left. Fires a shot and a good glove save from Bailey there.
Bailey's really settling in, man. Snatching pucks out of the air like an air missile defense system.
Sure is. This last time we saw, I believe it was John Kearney get kind of eaten alive by the Gamecocks. It's Bailey's putting up a better fight here tonight. Reed with it. That's
Penalty on South Carolina.
And Owen Thomas is not happy about that. His fellow senior Bolger's going to calm him down. Don't want to get any extra minutes there by jawing at the ref, but Thomas does skate off.
I believe I can read signals correctly. It's a cross-checking.
And much to the crowd's chagrin, they see the captain of this team head to the box. We're not allowed to repeat what they're saying here, but we might.
If they can, why can't it's that's unfair. Woe is the life of a color commentator. I thought this was America. I have my rights.
Sure is, but I don't know if they extend to the YouTube guidelines. So we'll keep it
This
as
is a for kids broadcast anyway.
absolutely is. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute and 10 seconds, and then the Tigers will actually have 50 seconds of a one-man advantage.
Impressive job winning the faceoff there by Clemson. That's somewhere they've struggled with in the past, and that
A
trend
nice
continues
pass
this
as well,
game.
but a good deflection by Drew Henderson. Stop the shot on goal there as Bolger controls it. He'll get it over to his teammate who tries to make a nice move, but a good defensive play by the Tigers skater there. He'll take a hit and lose the puck immediately. That shot's going to go high, but Russell knocks it even further over the bar.
You look like Obi-Wan deflecting that with his lightsaber.
It's the Tigers' control, but good stick work there by Bolger. Followed it perfectly, and the puck goes out of play. 34 seconds of 4-on-4 even strength hockey with 9:03 left in the first period. JP, what do you like from each team so far?
Well, I like the fact that Clemson has kept it a one-goal game after that early, just kind of they took that punch and they didn't wilt. They've responded well, winning faceoffs, winning on the boards, drawing penalties. And we'll see if they can win this faceoff while they're trying to get on the power play and survive 4-on-4 hockey.
Sure don't, as Connor Berman's going to corral it there. So now it's going to be Jake Pashkar, another one of my favorite players on this team. It's hard to pick favorites as everyone's just so dang good.
Yeah. But for South Carolina, what I really like is they just keep on pressing. Bailey has, by my count, 13 saves already here in the first period. And a lot of those have been high-quality chances. South Carolina's been doing a good job of keeping the puck in when they have it in the offensive zone set up. And we'll just see if they can continue to do that, or if Clemson's going to knock
And a
them
really
off their game.
smart play by Brendan Flaherty there. He noticed that the even strength was coming to an end. Just skated around with the puck for about 10 seconds to kill more time. Still take a big hit there, a little shaken up, but Gamecocks will send the puck down ice as Flaherty's going to skate off. Not before getting a quick little lick on the Clemson skater there. The Tigers will control it here. Russell with a nice save there. But lots of pushing right in front of the net yet again.
Monday Night Raw, but on a Friday night at Irmo.
Let me tell you, if we see a fight tonight, JP, I'm going prime Jim Ross for the last broadcast of the
I'm
year.
jumping out of the booth and I'm getting down there myself.
You gonna beat Jerry Lawler? You
Yeah.
the king tonight?
One thing about Clemson that I've really, it's kind of shocked me a little bit, how good they've been, both with their passing and with intercepting South Carolina's passes, kind of deflecting stuff. Not that, but what South Carolina has done in that regard, but even better, blocking shots. Clemson's had some really good opportunities, but they haven't even gotten to the goaltender. They haven't even gotten to the blue circle.
Absolutely not, except for that last play. John McKeon was the Tiger skater in there amongst the Wolves and the Gamecocks. They let him know that got to be careful when you're near that goal.
Yeah, Douglas Russell's had so far a pretty easygoing senior night. He's made some good saves, of course, and made some good plays with his stick.
And a massive hit by Mulcairn, the biggest skater on this team, and a great save from Russell there, keeping this a 1-0 game and back to even strength. That's going to be Nick Kay, and the Tiger defender falls down. It's Kay and Thomas versus Bailey. Kay slips as well. He almost makes an incredible pass, but Bailey and the Tiger defense do rally.
Yeah, this ice seems to be a little bit of an issue right there. I mean, number 17 for Clemson fell down, of course, on that. Basically a breakaway. It was Christian Romeo who's still down for the Tigers. It doesn't look that good as the athletic training staff is coming out. It didn't seem like he got hit by anything.
No, it looked like
it looked literally just
clean slip, yep. As far as I know, but you're skating that fast. And then,
non-contact injuries can always be the worst, man. You never want to see anything like this happen.
Yes, he definitely doesn't look good. Got his head in his hands, and it will be a penalty against the Gamecocks. So they saw something there.
Maybe a boarding?
I'm not quite sure if it was against number 17, Christian Romeo. I couldn't quite see because they didn't blow the whistle until, after that little play in front of the goal. By the way, John Bailey. Really
John Bailey
impressive play there.
To keep this a one-goal game and then freeze the puck to be able to get a stoppage for his injured teammate.
I feel like both teams have to be upset with the quality of the ice here.
Yeah, it's been. I'm sure that's something that'll be addressed during the first intermission. But one thing that's been really impressed me about Clemson. Oh, I'm sorry. One thing that's really impressed me by Clemson has been not just their physicality, but they haven't backed down when adversity is struck. A big hit by South Carolina. We saw an impact stick like Madden play right there in the left faceoff circle in the Clemson offensive zone. But they, they didn't have a frustration penalty in response to that.
And with the injury here, we'll be right back as Christian Romeo is being helped to his feet here. And we're back here just giving Christian Romeo, as he finally gets off the ice at a really slow pace. You got to feel for him, as this clearly is not a good injury. He's being helped off the ice. It's, very, very unfortunate for him. We wish him the best in his recovery. And the crowd, despite the heated tensions of this rivalry, they did clap when he got to his feet.
Yeah, some things are bigger than what happens either on the field or on the ice.
Absolutely. Still unsure exactly what the diagnosis is there, but all of our best here to him, as it will be 5-on-4 hockey for the Clemson Tigers. The Gamecocks will race to the boards to try and get that puck, but the Tigers control it here in the offensive zone. Let's see if they can set something up here, JP.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that's really been missing from Clemson. They've had some good chances to get set up, but it's always just something minor has gone wrong. And the possession has spiraled out of control ever since.
Garrett Albers tonight, he's been excellent on the kill as he got, we saw him lay that big hit and stop the shot earlier. He gets another good clear to take some time off this clock.
What a pass up there to number 11, Sully Kopp. Clemson, they look like a team that's had as long a break.
Garrett Albers, he just takes the puck. It's a one-on-one with Bailey. And Albert, what a save by Bailey as Albers tried to stick it bottom right corner, and that pass goes all the way back as the Tigers are going to have a one-on-one with Russell now. And Russell makes as it's going to sneak And it looks like
Yeah, it went over the blue line. He almost caught it with his legs, but it squirted past that line a little bit. There's no replay review to get a good angle on it, but from up here, it seemed like a good goal. That was really a microcosm of what I've been saying about Clemson. You had the excellent pass, and you finally got one break to go your way, and they responded with tying this game on the power play.
absolutely, and that's what we were talking about. You talk about how much the Gamecocks like the press. I was going to say earlier, but something important happened, but it does occasionally bite them, and we see that right here. As the Tigers even it up in this rendition of the Palmetto Cup, even strength hockey now, 1-1, 6:23 left in the first period here.
Yeah, that entire sequence for Clemson was kicked off by Josh Bailey making an Andre Vasilevsky-esque play to stop the breakaway for South Carolina. I mean, really, it's a team sport in the highest regard.
And Flaherty, that shot almost snuck in. It took a deflection and bounced off the post. That one almost gave the Gamecocks the lead right back. And JP, we've talked about it all season long. After the Gamecocks allow a goal, it seems like they find a way to score it immediately after. Maybe the best team in hockey after allowing a goal, as Greeley has it after spending some time in the box. He'll get it up to senior Owen Thomas.
I think part of it comes from the fact that South Carolina, they play the same style no matter what the score is. I mean, even when you saw it when they were losing to Tampa, they weren't pressing, they weren't doing anything crazy. And when they're up big, they're not doing anything crazy. They're not trying to salt away the game, play soft like that.
Some more extracurriculars.
Jinx!
Talk about chemistry. This Mike Bolger made some really nice moves with his stick there, but Bailey with a great save. He is keeping the Tigers in this game. As his defense, I feel like hasn't been bad tonight, but he's the reason this is a 1-1 affair here at the Plex. 5:35 left here in the first period of play. It's going to be Brody Smojais lining up for the faceoff, a player we haven't seen much recently, but known for his enforcing abilities here at the Plex, as we saw him get ejected a few months ago. Gamecocks do lose the puck. Smojais tries to win it back, and it'll go all the way back to Mulcairn here. So we'll wait to pick it up off the boards, send it over to senior defenseman McGowan, who makes a bad pass, but Smojais is able to knock it away from the Tiger skater. Smojais tries to send it up the boards, keeps control of it. And the Tigers do fail to clear it, so the Gamecocks, there's just not much going on there. I thought they were going to try and set up, but just some bad passes from this unit here.
Yeah, South Carolina just kind of needs to regroup. Not to say that they're rattled, far from it, but I mean, just like you see stuff like that, an icing call is just, it's not what this team is about. Of course, I'm not really like, how could you do that? They suck now. But no, it's like, you can just obviously see that they're reacting to this, and they're not professionals.
Absolutely. There's going to be some growing pains for all these teams, all the different lines they have. So we'll sub out a couple players. The senior Chad Lazine will come out to take the faceoff and win it for the Gamecocks, a staple of this team. Just magnificent on the faceoff.
Clemson's really...
They're pressing now.
They're doing a good job harassing the puck.
Giving the Gamecocks a little taste of their own medicine. What a pass from Lazine to find Wilkins on the far side, as that shot will be deflected up and out of play, but great vision from Chad Lazine. And it will be some subs for each team here. 4:22 left in the first. JP, it's been a great first so far.
It's been fun back and forth hockey. I mean, what more can you ask for from a game between two hated rivals? Final home game of the season, final regular season game before both these teams go off to the tournament up in Massachusetts.
Philadelphia, but I'll let you have it.
Once again, guys, I'm a fraud that can't be trusted.
That shot's going to be deflected by Kearney, and the Tigers will have it look all the way up ice, and it just takes a bad bounce off the Tiger skater. Otherwise, that was trouble, JP.
Yeah, and it almost turned into a Clemson incidental icing if it had trickled behind the net, but thankfully for the Tigers, in their case, it didn't.
And it was almost another full length of the ice pass that led to a good Clemson opportunity.
The Clemson hockey team looks better at passing than the Clemson football team did this year.
Not often you say that, but Kays has it now in a good chance, but Bailey, he is locked in back there.
He might be on Showmolster watch.
You're absolutely right.
He's on his 18th save of the night.
First period. You're absolutely right. Jackson Shulmistra, legendary ECU performance.
The legend of the Plex grows ever stronger.
He's got his name carved into the locker room wall here.
It's like Madison Square Garden, man. Everyone loves coming here to play because you know it elevates your performance.
Couldn't have said it better myself, especially with two in-state rivals. Is DeChico. He's going to fire it at the goal, and that takes a deflection, and the Gamecocks go up 2-1 here in the first. And just as we said, how good has Bailey been? Kind of lets in a stinker there.
Well, it got deflected a little bit, you know. That's the picture-perfect play for South Carolina to get their momentum back. Win the face-off, set up, fire it, redirect in front of the net. You score, retake the lead.
Absolutely. We'll hear from our trusted pal Luke on the PA announcer who exactly scored that, but it was DeChico who originally put the shot in. It might have been Pushkar.
Maybe they don't even know.
It's going to be hard to tell, I'll tell you that. Unfortunately, we don't exactly have the technology for instant replay here at the Cox Coop, but I'm thinking could have been Jake Pushkar there.
I'm sure they're doing their hard work to try to figure it out.
Might even tune into this very broadcast. You know.
Yeah.
Fans at home might have a better clue than we do right now. Tough angle for us to see. But nonetheless, the Gamecocks do take a lead. And what a deflection by Garrett Albers there. He almost took away the puck again, and we've seen him do that multiple times in tonight's game alone.
Yeah, Clemson's been a little careless. After they make those good passes that I've been praising them for, once they actually have the puck, it's been a little loose.
So, and some of the easier passes have looked harder for them tonight.
It's like they're really good at the hard stuff, and they've been struggling with the simple stuff.
It's going to be Pineda who gets a look, but Bailey's going to block that to the side. And we do have confirmation. Jake Pushkar with the goal there. He's going to skate back in defense here. And he is going to make a nice play to slow down that Clemson fast break, if you will. But yeah, really nice play by Bobby DeChico to put that shot on goal. Pushkar gets the deflection. Gamecocks 2-1.
Yeah, Pushkar with his 18th goal of the season.
Freshman as well.
Exactly.
I mean, God.
The talent is just top to bottom, super duper impressive.
And it's, on senior night, you got to give credit to some of the leaders of this team. I got to think Owen Thomas is a nice mentor for guys like Jake Pushkar.
And Flaherty.
Yeah, absolutely. Got players at all level who are just all helping each other. Greeley now gets it off through a deflection. Shot's going to go just wide as now it's Zach List who has it. It's going to go high into the air. Gamecocks still control it. It's Owen Thomas now skating with it behind the net. Still has it. Looks for Zach List who called for the shot. Or the pass, excuse me, as McGowan now has it. Tigers with some nice defense, but haven't cleared it yet as List squares up, but it is deflected. Thomas with it, now McGowan. Gamecocks just holding on to the puck for dear life here.
You know, I found it funny. He was calling for the puck up at the point, and Clemson passed it to him. He's very persuasive, I imagine.
Dangerous move, though. And it's going to be a couple substitutions here. Just about a minute left as List has it. He's going to fake the shot. Looks for the attempt on Owen Thomas there in front of goal, but nothing doing as the Tigers will have it for a brief second. It's going to be Lindstad skating back for the Gamecocks to get the puck, and he will. Someone's calling for it all the way up ice, but it's going to be intercepted by the Tigers. Looking better than the Clemson secondary when we played them down in Death Valley.
Didn't we throw 2 pick sixes in that game?
That doesn't matter. Rattler lit him up.
That's true.
As Josh Wilkins chases the puck now.
It's a minor setback for a major comeback.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Although the inverse was true of the Gator Bowl.
Don't need to talk about that. JP Schoen is fighting Irish.
Whoa, hey, I wore a Gamecock hat down there. It was the Lou Holtz Bowl.
And a Notre Dame jersey, but I digress. We got
Gamecock shirt underneath.
Less than 10 seconds here left in the first. Clemson's going to have a 2-on-1 here. Good save by Russell. Knocks the puck out of play, and that was trouble.
You know, it's been a handful of minutes since Russell's last save, but he's a senior. He's locked in. He's ready to perform. Just another excellent play by him. You know, that was one or two, either the first or the second, really true hard save he had to make.
Yeah.
And he stepped up and he did it.
And that's what you need from your goalie, fellow senior.
Now, but you can't kind of go to sleep. You see 4 seconds left, but if Clemson wins this face-off, there's enough time to get a shot off.
And they won't have to worry about it as the Gamecocks continue their dominance in the face-off circle. As the first period ends here in another rendition of the Palmetto Cup. 2-1 Gamecocks. JP, what are you looking forward to here in the second?
Oh, I'm looking forward to a continuation of just how well both teams played. I mean, they were both solid on defense, both with some flashy passes. Tempers are a little bit flaring up here as both teams are trying to get to the locker room. Refs are kind of holding one team, let one go. Probably a smart idea, but I just, both these teams are going to go into the locker room. They're going to try and fix what the other did well, but while also fixing what the other team was doing well, preventing them from doing. So, like Clemson couldn't really set up, but they were getting those long Hail Mary passes. South Carolina, they're going to try and fix that, but Clemson's going to be trying to get more of those, sustainable offensive possessions, extended stays in the Carolina zone.
Yes, that goal was almost an incredible save by Tripper. Also, the one goal that Clemson does have, he almost made it, as we said, with his legs, like an incredible football catch, almost pinning the puck in there.
Like
but
Jermaine Karras in the Super Bowl.
There you go. I couldn't have pulled that reference, but that's what I got JP here for. And we're going to take a break here.
It was ruined by not running the ball with Marshawn Lynch on the goal line.
Oh, you pronounce his name a little weird, but I'll let it slide here as we'll take our first break of the night. Stay tuned.
Lauren has served as a team manager for the past 2 seasons with Gamecock, and will be graduating in May with a degree in sport and entertainment management. Despite working events like the Super Bowl and the Masters, she has always favored her time with the team and is appreciative of the opportunities it has given her. Lauren is currently between different opportunities with numerous NHL teams after she graduates. She wants to thank both the team and the staff for an amazing past couple of years and is excited to visit as an alumnus. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Bartz. Kendall May. Kendall has been one of our co-creative directors, graphic designers, and our lead photographer for the last 2.5 years. She'll be graduating with leadership distinction in visual communications with a concentration in sports media this May. Kendall has always had a passion for hockey and sport media and is extremely thankful for the many opportunities, experiences, and memories the team has given her these past few years. After graduation, Kendall will begin her career as a graphic designer and marketing coordinator with Liz at their corporate headquarters in Indianapolis, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall May. Luke LaPointe. For the past 2 seasons, Luke has served as the public address announcer and DJ. This past season, he has also been a part of our marketing team and will be graduating in May with a degree in finance. This past 2 years, Luke has cherished every moment he has gotten at Hall Games and bring energy and enthusiasm to you. He wants to thank the team, the staff, and most importantly you, Gamecock Nation, for making this the most fun job he's ever had. Following graduation, Luke will be going to pursue a career in film production. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke LaPointe. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our 2023 graduating Cock Hockey senior staff.
And we're back here from the Cox Coop. I'm Spencer Ball with JP Barry. And the second period of action is about to start here at the Plex. JP, what a first period we just saw.
It was electric, that's for sure. From the crowd to the play on the ice. I mean, just nonstop action. You know, maybe we'll get actual good game for once. We've been calling a lot of blowouts, you and I. Not that I'm complaining, of course, that the Gamecocks came out on top in every single one of those contests, but you know, something a little fun would be a change of pace.
In the time before we saw these two teams face off in Greenville, it was a 4-3 last-second winner for the Gamecocks. These two teams usually play each other close, and I think it's got to do with just how much of a rivalry it actually is. So Tigers look to put on a bit of a press, but the Gamecocks will control the puck here at the start of the second period. McGowan has it, and it almost finds Greeley at the back post. And that one would have been dangerous, almost an OBJS catch there from Drew Henderson. but it'll slip past, and the Tigers fire a shot. Nice save from Trip Russell there.
Yeah, just the 6th of the game compared to 20 saves for Josh Bailey in the purple and orange. But not all saves are created equal, of course, but that was an impressive play by Russell.
Definitely, he just hadn't had to do as much as Bailey has, but I'd say he's performing really well tonight, senior night. His last game here at Irmo. That I'm sure that's gotta make you wanna have a special night.
Oh, absolutely.
Gamecocks will win the face-off and control it now.
One thing I am interested in seeing is how will the playing conditions improve? After an interesting first period full of slipping and sliding and all sorts of things.
And a real bad passing from the Gamecocks almost gets Clemson a shot on goal, but some good defense to win the puck back. Zach List almost comes through and gets that puck, but it'll be Albers who just subbed on who corrals it for the Gamecocks. They look to set up, but a nice interception there for the Tigers. They're going to pass just in front of the skater, but they're going to look to maybe set up the offense here. So Sully Kopp there on the pass, and almost finds him. That would have been a crafty little pass backhanded from the Tigers, as they will lose the puck behind the net, but still end up with it. We'll see if they can actually set up an offense. They didn't do a whole lot of that.
Clemson hasn't taken a single shot from the point so far this game. It's a little mind-boggling that has it. They haven't been able to set up at all. Although an impressive play there by number 15 to keep it inside the Clemson offensive zone.
And they'll get some subs in. It will be a line change for the Tigers, and they'll race and keep the puck still inside that line. Flaherty has it now. Over to his defensive partner, Zach List, here in this line.
They're spawn camping South Carolina.
It's what it looks like. The Gamecocks can't find any breathing room here. This is typically how they play, but it's the Tigers wearing out the team in garnet and black right now.
And with every passing second that South Carolina doesn't clear the puck, it just opens an opportunity where a tired skater lets a puck get past them.
And some cheers come out there as Russell makes a really nice glove save and allows that line to come off.
Yeah, that was a great job by Russell freezing the puck, not letting it bounce off of him, and securing it with the glove.
Glove save, JP. I know you're a fan of those.
Oh,
and
yes.
More importantly, a hater of those who can't make them.
Top 3 things I can't stand in sports. Missing free throws.
Oh, yeah.
Walking batters, and not being able to secure the puck with your glove.
If you do any of those 3 things, don't consider yourself a friend of J.P. Barry as the Gamecocks finally get it out of their defensive zone. But the Tigers will recover after a pass just goes out of reach for Nick Kay. And a massive hit by Brody Smojice. That's his MO. He's on the ice to stir up a little chaos and send a Tiger to the boards. So that puck goes over the head there, and it's going to be icing against the Gamecocks. 17:07 here left in the second period, and Clemson looks really good right now.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the first period, they look like a team that's had a lot of time off to work, get back, get better, get healthy, and they're playing really well. They're playing very good. They're playing physical. I mean, you saw that big hit by Smojice, but it didn't really lead to anything. The guy didn't even fall down. Not that it wasn't a big hit or physical. Clemson's just responding in kind.
And a really nice pass. There's a spinning shot, does get deflected, but the Tigers still have it. Nice move with the stick to get that puck away from the Tiger skater. Sean Reed on that one. They tried to sneak it near post against Trip Russell there, and the puck does get past the blue line, but Tigers, they show no signs of letting up here in the second.
The ref did a good job of preventing entry into the South Carolina offensive zone.
And Russell again with a nice pad save, but the Tigers controlled the puck for the majority of this period. Gamecocks just looking for some breathing room here as Mulcairn, a nice move, try and free up some space. He does a nice stick move, and the Gamecocks will finally get the puck in their offensive zone, but just to clear it and get a line change in.
Yeah, I mean, Russell.
But nice move by Nick Lindstad.
Yeah.
He gets a shot over the head of Bailey. Now the Gamecocks are on the attack here. It's going to be Chad Lazine fighting against the boards, but the Tigers just outnumber him and take the puck as they'll send it up the ice. Now it's over for the Gamecocks. I believe that's DeChico now Sending it all the way around where Lindstad will try and race. He blocks it with his body, and it goes up and out of play. But a nice play by Nick Lindstad to defend against that clear.
Yeah, that shows just how quickly South Carolina can kind of flip the script on you, and suddenly be on the attack. But on the other end of the ice, Russell has almost as many saves right now as he did through the entire first period.
And they're making him work here in the second. And I think that's a great strategy from the Tigers.
Yeah, they've really worked on it in the locker room. And I don't know what they were doing.
I saw a few cans lying on the ground from yet another beer construction attempt here at the Plex, a staple of every hockey game, and it will be a scrum against the boards here. And the Tigers are holding their own physically here in the second. They did in the first as well, but maybe even being more physical than the Gamecocks. That's a nice block by Josh Wilkins there.
At least in the second half, I'd be inclined to agree.
Oh, and Wilkins almost snatches that out of the air, and Bailey will shove that to the left where Lazine gets it, and Bailey with a pad save that sent it to the ceiling of this place. 15:08 here left in the second.
Face-off coming
Well,
from
first save,
Clemson
Bailey had to make it in the
zone.
second period after having 20 in the first period.
Definitely a change of pace for him. He was working a whole lot harder in the first. And in that first 5 minutes in the first, he allowed a goal and probably had a handful of saves already. So the Gamecocks win the face-off. Greeley has it. Him and Bolger trying to free the puck off the boards, but the Tigers will prevail. And now Zach List tries to make a play to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Nice play there by Owen Thomas, and he frees up the puck, and the Gamecocks will finally set up an attack here. Thomas leads it. Good deflection by Bailey, but that was almost trouble as it just floated in front of net, but the Gamecocks will still have it as that's hit away from Dylan Greeley. Now Greeley has it again. Gamecock showing more promise here after that most recent face-off at the 15-minute mark. As he looks for Thomas, just can't hit it cleanly, but it's going to be Mike Bolger, the senior, who slots it right past Bailey. He gets knocked down by his own teammate after, but the Gamecocks take a 3-1 lead here in the second.
I mean, what a play there. I mean, you had the almost amazing play, the firing from the center of the ice in between the two face-off circles, right out in front of the net, prime real estate, but he whiffed on it, and then it kind of leaked out to Bolger here towards kind of the left face-off circle, and he just rifled it home.
And Owen Thomas might tell you after the game he didn't even mean to hit the puck because his pal.
It was 3D chess.
Yep, senior forward Mike Bolger just gets it past Bailey, and a lot of confusion in front of Bailey. Looks like he maybe didn't get a clean read on it. Is that one just
And that's
slipped
where
past
South
him.
Carolina is their size, their physicality. It imposes their will, and it's amazing for setting screens on the goaltender. Bolger with his 10th goal of the season, the assist man, the Steve Nash aficionado, is in double digits with goals now.
And Steve Nash won a few MVPs, so clearly he could score as well as pass. Flaherty with a nice play there, trying to stop the puck, but the Tigers will be on the offensive here. As Russell with a nice save sends it out of play. And the Gamecocks really didn't look good in the second period. And then it hit that 15-minute mark from 15 to 14. They owned that minute.
Like I said, South Carolina could just completely flip the script on you like that. That has to be demoralizing for Clemson. You start out the second period so well, have so many great chances to equalize the game, and then one minor slip-up, you're down 3-1. That's just something, it just shows how good South Carolina is.
And that puck goes sky high, but Albers is going to take it, but a really nice save by Bailey. Pushkar almost gets another attempt looking for his second goal of the night. And the Tigers will have it up against the boards, but it'll leak out to Brendan Flaherty. He'll send it. Now it's in the middle with Albers. Couldn't see that was far side, but it's going to be an offsides for the Gamecocks. But as you mentioned, how fast this team can flip the script. They're just so quick and so relentless. Once they get the puck, it doesn't matter if they haven't had a good attack in the last 5 minutes, because it's the one they can do in 10 seconds that counts.
If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Absolutely. Neutralized face-off here. Pushkar wins it and will control it. Up against the boards. Tries to make a nice move, but he's met the body of a Clemson skater, and they'll send it up. That's picked off by Brendan Flaherty. put down to the ice, and the Gamecocks have numbers. Flaherty with a nice little move. Wow, almost got it to Pushkar right in front of the goal. And Flaherty is one of the craftiest defensemen you'll see on this team.
Absolutely. And what a great job by number 20, Garrett Albers there to avoid the offsides call.
Very impressive, and Bailey with a nice save there, as that was almost another goal there for the Gamecocks. So I believe it was Jake Pushkar working Bailey this time around. So Tigers will have the puck, but sent up the boards by the Gamecocks. They'll fire a shot wide of net. Mulcairn has it now. And a nice move to get it past, and Smojai's almost able to control it, but it will be Mulcairn again. He's got Flaherty with him. He's fighting for that puck, and lots of shoving. Skaters hitting the ice. Tigers still control it. It's going to be behind the net now as the Tigers still trying to work this attack, but a nice save by Russell. Just blindly kind of swinging the stick there. I think he caught a piece of it. And wow, that was almost really nice play by number 9 of the Tigers. He took the puck and almost had a one-on-one with Russell. Russell again just kind of stabbing the puck to the side. And a nice play by the Tigers, but Russell standing tall. So I believe that's his 10th save of the game we have marked here. 12:05 left in the second. And let me get his name here for the viewers at home. That was going to be Cade Heinold there with a nice set of few plays. As he was almost able to put in a goal there. You know, I really like that
this is a big opportunity
attack.
in this game because you're down 3-1 with such a large amount of time left. You've had good chances. You just can't let another slip up let you go down 4-1. 3-1, the most dangerous lead in hockey. We'll see how South Carolina and Clemson both approach the rest of the period.
Absolutely. And I think that cover-up by Russell was so important. They got the line off as they were looking a little bit tired. Fresh skaters in now for the Gamecocks. Could do wonders for them. So Chico's going to race back now. Let's see, kind of a mix-up for the puck as the Tigers do momentarily control it, but the Gamecocks will have it. That'll be up to Connor Berman. He's got skaters to his left, but he'll just put it behind goal, and then kind of a collision there between him and Lazine in neutral ice, and the Gamecocks not pursuing that puck any further. So they'll try and pressure the Tiger skaters instead. So that goes to DeChico. Nice move off the wall to keep the puck to himself. Lazine has it again. Over to Sean Reed, who wasn't able to corral it. So the Gamecocks will be on the defense as the Tigers have it. A nice deflection there as that pass could have been trouble. Now Sean Reed racing up the ice. Still has the puck. Looks for the shot top corner, but just fires it over the head of Bailey and out of play.
Yeah, that was a really good opportunity there for Clemson. You're going to be crashing towards the net. If that pass had been a little bit more on target, not been deflected, if the pass got there, it would have been a very tough save for Russell.
Definitely. Or Bailey. Go ahead. I just couldn't tell what you're talking about there. 10:59 left in the second.
Jeez.
But momentary lack of focus there, But Gamecocks win another face-off, and nice deflection there as that shot was on the money from Josh Wilkins. The Tigers should be able to clear this, and they will. A nice shot by number 2 there to keep that puck at his feet. But Drew Henderson with a nice hit, and Smojais follows it up. But Tigers will keep it in their offensive zone as they look to set up here. They've done a much better job of doing that in this second period, but it still hasn't resulted in anything. Another good cover-up by Russell there. What do you think the Tigers need to do to finally get a goal in? Russell has stood really tall back there, and the defense is making it hard for them to get some good looks.
Yeah, while Clemson's had some good looks in this period especially, they just haven't had someone in front of Russell, whether it's to screen him or redirect a puck out in front by him. They just haven't had that net front presence that you need against a goalie, against a defense like South Carolina to get a goal on the board.
A really nice play by Wilkins there to free up that puck. He's looking for Smojais in front of the goal. It's going to be a long-range shot by McGowan, deflected, but he does deflect the long pass as the Tigers look out. On the attack here, nice save by Russell, and he goes full extension with his leg to keep it a 3-1 game. The senior goalie with an absolute beauty to keep a 2-goal lead for the Gamecocks.
I mean, that was by far Clemson's best chance of the night. I mean, other than getting a guy out in front, securing that net front presence, getting more in transition, breakaway type opportunities would be huge for Clemson. And they had one there, and Russell turned into prime Cam Ward there.
Individual effort there from Russell is the only thing keeping the Gamecocks with a 2-goal lead. Over halfway through the second period there. That's how you speak, guys. Struggling there, but looks like it's going to be icing here, if I'm not mistaken, or are they calling a penalty?
Yeah, so a South Carolina
Yeah.
face-off in the Clemson zone.
Yeah.
This is I don't want to say it's a make-or-break opportunity for South Carolina to pull away in this game, but it'd be really nice.
Let me tell you, they've been good on the face-off, and Mike Bolger's on it. As soon as I said that, he loses it. I'll stop talking, Gamecock fans.
And I believe a delayed penalty will be coming up to the Gamecocks. Yeah, as Bailey leaves the net, the linesman's hand is up. So the man advantage for Clemson and an opportunity where they really needed one.
And it is going to be Bolger. He knew it as he skates right off to the box. And this might be the opportunity that Clemson was looking for. 9:10 left in the second period. It'll be 5-on-4 hockey for the Tigers.
For 2 minutes.
The crowd getting a little into it. Can't quite tell what they're saying. That might be for the best, especially for the viewers at home. Maybe cover your kids' ears. These fans are getting a little rowdy.
Well, you're in Irmo.
And the beers are flowing
What
here at the
happens
Flex. Yeah.
stays in Irmo.
Absolutely, as that puck goes well out of play. We've seen a lot of high pucks tonight. That means lots of deflections. Both defenses doing their best to block some of those shots, some of those passes. 1:49 left on the power play. Clemson gets another faceoff in the Carolina zone. And the Gamecocks will win it.
I believe a fan down there now knows one of the refs' names, so that's going to be rough for the rest of the night.
Yeah, definitely tough if you're the referee. Going to hear a lot of chirping from them. But the Gamecocks, great play by Brendan Flaherty as they might have numbers here. Flaherty has it, looks for Thomas as that one, Clemson defender kind of mishit it there as that could have been dangerous. Thomas tries to pin it against the boards. Less than a minute and a half left on the power play as he's relentless chasing after this puck. So now it's going to be Zach List who sends it down ice. Bailey will send it to the side, and they've almost already killed a minute off this power play. A great job by the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I mean, the penalty kill for South Carolina is almost just as impressive as their normal defense. They just get after it. They're relentless. They're harassing. Their harassment did almost cost them. I was kind of shocked that a tripping penalty wasn't called there behind the net. But South Carolina definitely got away. They didn't get away with one, but
maybe went their way, but Sully Kopp's going to have an attack. Now he looks for the pass, and Russell again. I mean, heroic performance here. Number 33 in the black jersey tonight.
yeah, he's really starting to get settled in. If you're Clemson, that's something you really don't want to see.
And that was a fantastic attack for the Tigers. That was Sully Kopp. Got real close to trip Russell on his right side, sent the pass across, but Russell with the full extension for the second time tonight, and he's 2 for 2 with that left leg. So Tigers will win the faceoff. 40 seconds here left on the power play. So Tigers really slowing it down now. Something they haven't done much all night. And another save by Trip Russell. An electric second period from him. Wouldn't you say, JP?
I would indeed. I mean, just first period was all encompassing by the other Gamecocks, but now with Clemson's really been pressing, having great opportunities, Russell's kind of put the team on his back to keep this 3-1 lead.
Let me tell you, both goalies have each had an excellent period tonight, making some incredible saves. 20 seconds left on the power play, and that clear. Oh, and a massive hit by Pineda, and the ref is going to hold his hand up. Bailey races off.
That was a little bad.
And they're going to bring on another skater, and that one goes top right above Russell's head. Just got it in that right over him, it looked like, in a fantastic shot for the Tigers. And as soon as we sing Russell's praises, he lets one in. 3-2. Gamecocks still lead, but the Tigers are clawing back.
Yeah, that was a dangerous hit, worthy of a penalty, and Clemson, puck doesn't lie.
And one of their skaters, a little slow to go off there. That's going to be number 15, Benjamin Brucker. Slow to get off the ice there. And I believe that would be I'm looking for the number. JP, did you see what number that was on the goal?
There were a flurry of Tigers out in front.
Don't have the greatest view up here.
If I'm leading out, trying to watch, and I fall, will you catch me?
I don't know that I could. Let me tell you, we've had a couple drops up here from the Cox Coop.
Yeah, watch out below.
Yeah, and it is going to be a Clemson skater going off the ice. Another injury for them is
Clemson goal scored by
number 9, Cade Heinold. We mentioned his name earlier. Prominent skater for the Tigers tonight.
As Clemson kind of rallying around their injured teammate. That's something that really gets a team going. And it'll be a 5-minute major, I believe,
Against Marco Pineda.
This is a massive opportunity in this game.
And you knew it as soon as he hit him. The ref immediately raising that right arm. Tigers, they had Bailey come out of goal. And that was going to be a 5-minute penalty. As you mentioned, just a huge blow for the Gamecocks as they had all the momentum and give it up in one fell swoop. We'll see. Again, lots of chatting here.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I think they're trying to
A lot of things to figure out now.
perhaps figure out who. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume anything. So you know what that does.
Again, probably can't say that on the broadcast, but
That's why I
know
didn't
what you're
say
saying.
it.
Yeah, yeah. We only got the best here at SGTV.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
5-on-3 hockey.
5-on-4.
Oh yeah, one guy skated up.
Yeah. They did get the kill,
That-
with that goal score. There was only 8
Yeah.
seconds left anyway, but 5 minutes is a long time.
And if Clemson scores, they're still on the power play due to the major this, I guess, of the penalty. The
Easily-
major aspect is
Yeah.
actually what I was going for.
There
but
you go. 7:18 left in the second, so it'll be all the way down to 2:18 when we see even strength hockey again. And for the Gamecocks, JP, well, for both teams, I'd say this is the pivotal moment of the game thus far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is where the game could be won or lost.
Really, and it's a penalty that doesn't. We've said it, the Gamecocks have had some trouble, but Mike Bolger's doing all he can to not only kill time, but try to make Bailey sweat a little in goal. So the Tigers will have an attack there. Nice move. As the Gamecock loses his stick there. That was DeChico, but they're recentered here, trying to protect their goalie Trip Russell, who's had an incredible second period minus that last goal, but a really nice shot by Cade Heinold, might I add.
Absolutely.
The Gamecocks, they're going to fight against the boards with it. About 4 minutes left, so they've killed a minute of this 5 power play, and the Clemson defender falls down. It's going to be a one-on-one. He's got someone in the middle as well, and a great save by Bailey. And that was Bolger on the
Bailey's
shot, and
26
it's going to
of the
be a
night.
great pass for the Tigers. And Russell, well, how much can you say about this guy? Again, keeping the Gamecocks in it and holding that lead as well as he can. So Tigers still have it here. Massive hit, and they're just shooting
That's gonna be a
themselves in the
boarding
foot,
call.
JP.
South Carolina, I don't want to say they're rattled, but they're just playing way too reckless.
Reckless is the perfect word.
As Clemson's trying to get Carolina to touch the puck and institute this power play. Or
Wow, JP.
that
That's
was another. I mean,
it was
it's
just
not like they're
stupid,
bad
really.
calls.
Yeah.
These are dangerous plays that South Carolina has to avoid. They're just foolish.
Yeah, it's definitely some boneheaded mistakes.
And even though
Zach
the
Liss.
players themselves aren't protesting the calls.
Yeah. Zach Liss definitely expressing some frustration with the call, but I mean, JP, you saw it clear as day, as did I, and this kill got a lot harder, didn't it? 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes, 5-on-4 for a minute and 27 after that. And if the Tigers don't score here, I mean, this is their chance. This is the best chance you can ask for.
As we have a whistle blown. Not entirely sure what happened. Okay, we're getting ready to resume play, but yeah, this is the moment for Clemson if they're going to tie this game up. You have to think.
And, it was Russell with a really nice save to keep this game with the Gamecocks in front, but the Tigers are going to look to tie it up here at the Plex. A nice defensive play. That'll take a chunk of timeout, but Bailey can come out and pass it up to his skaters because the Gamecocks can't get too aggressive with just 3 defenders. It's going to be Pushkar, Mulcairn, and Wilkins on the ice. And another clear. The Gamecocks are doing what they can to get at least out of this 2-minute penalty before they have to deal with the remainder of the major. And the Tigers racing up ice now. He's going to leave it for his teammate there. A nice move with the stick. And a great play by Nick Kay, laying out and knocking it out of play. That's the hustle you love to see by another freshman out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. It gets the Gamecocks a line change as well. Just an excellent play, JP.
Yeah, I mean,
Hustle. Yeah.
time keeps on ticking, and every moment that passes that South Carolina gets closer to 5-on-4. I mean, the difference between 5-on-4 and 5-on-3 is just immense.
Might not seem like it's only one number, but let me tell you, that's another body in front of Trip Russell. Somebody else to protect the president, if you will. So Tigers are going to take their time with this one. They've got a minute left of 5-on-3 hockey. And they're going to work it as long as they can here. Good passes, and it's going top left corner. The Tigers tie it up here. 3 apiece here in the second period with 4:36 left in the second. And what an absolute laser beam that shot
I think that was
was.
number 25.
I believe you're correct.
It was an absolute
I'm sure
rifle
the
of a
name- I
slap
think it's
shot.
29. We don't have a number for him unless I'm mistaken.
And that
Couldn't tell you, but
5-minute major still in effect for the next 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
yeah, and that was really tough to blame Trip Russell here. As that was an incredible shot, JP.
Yeah, that came off the stick. I mean, I don't even know if that would register on a radar gun.
It might not. 40 seconds now left on the major penalty. So 5-on-4 hockey for the next 35 seconds, and the crowd starting a Gamecocks chant, trying to reignite their team, who's had a bad second half of this second period. Tigers should have at least one more attempt here on goal. 5-on-4 hockey as they'll go up against the boards, try and slow down and work those passes. That's what allowed them to score that goal, but the Gamecocks will have it. It's going to be Lazine clearing it to Bailey. Good block by Berman to try and just chew off a little bit more time as Pineda's in the box, just ready to race out of the gates and even this back up. And Trip Russell with another save. I mean, he's doing his best out there. His team and their actions hasn't been helping him out too much in this period.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a great period by the Clemson Tigers. They have come out of this. I mean, they came out of the locker room and we're really kind of wondering how is their offense going to respond after being kind of neutralized by the Gamecock defense. And, you know, being able to be on the power play, being able to be on a 5-minute major helps.
Oh, it definitely did, because their offense wasn't in even strength. We saw it at the beginning of the period. They weren't able to do a whole lot,
Yeah.
barring some excellent saves by Trip Russell. Of course, it could even be a lead for the Tigers. We see, if not for him.
Yeah. We
But
saw
that
all that
major-
5-on-3 that Clemson was just kind of passing it around, inching closer and closer to the net until they were able to get a clean look, and it was just smoked into the back of the net.
I mean, he got all of that.
All that in a bag of chips.
You got it, my friend. 3:45 left here in the second. 1 second left, they're saying, on the 5-on-4 hockey. So pretty much even strength, but they got to go tell everyone in the arena, I guess. Okay, so I guess they didn't mean to subtract 2 minutes from the 5-minute major. They lied to us on the scoreboard. 1:27 left.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was kind of wondering what happened. I wasn't gonna say anything because I figured I just couldn't read.
His eyes playing tricks on him, but no, it was just a little bit of a scoreboard
As I sit in
malfunction.
this four-cornered room.
That's it. So Clemson does have a lot more time to work this attack. 75 seconds to be exact. Lucky that one was mishandled. Otherwise, that could have been a good attempt. Bailey will come out there as, Bolger almost blocked it. That could have been trouble for the Tigers. Bailey with a dangerous pass, but he gets it up to his teammates. And a minute left now of 5-on-4 hockey. The Tigers still have it here. Just passing it around, slowing it down is what was the key for them with their last goal, and they're going to do exactly that here. But that is going to be a bit of an errant pass. So it'll go against the boards. They will keep it in the line. 35 seconds now left on the power play, and a big hit. Someone loses a stick. Hard to see what's going on from this angle. Clemson skater hits the ground, and that was Brendan Flaherty getting physical in the crowd. Getting into it now. 20 seconds left, and a clear from Flaherty. What a play by him. Bailey now has it, sends it around, and in the midst of a line change, the Gamecocks able to get a shot off, but good block there as it was Owen Thomas doing his best to make Bailey work back there. 3 seconds left on the power play. Back to even strength finally, and the Gamecocks, they've kind of dominated in even strength, and with the score now 3-3 in 5-on-5 hockey, they'll look to get back in this game. So that takes a deflection, the shot by Thomas. Tigers look to clear it. Lazine's going to block it. But the Tigers do manage to send it down the length of the ice as DeChico races back. He's got McGowan to his left. He'll send it over to the senior. A nice pass by McGowan, but it's off the skate, and the Tigers having it sent. Wow, they could have had a little something there as that just took an unlucky bounce. And it goes in for the Tigers. And they're going to take a 4-3 lead off a terrible deflection. And the Gamecocks just can't buy a win here. And the skaters are upset with the officials.
I mean, I don't know what they're upset about. Maybe they're just trying to vent their frustration at themselves. But, I mean, you got to feel for Russell. He has gotten no help this period.
And that was just poor passing as McGowan sent it off someone's
in that
skate.
first period, Clemson was doing a really good job of kind of intercepting passes, deflecting passes with their sticks, and that's paying dividends. Their work, their tireless effort. Clemson, they were down 3-1. You know, South Carolina had all the momentum, and just like that, that's hockey. 4-3 Clemson.
JP said it, 3-1, the most dangerous lead in hockey. You throw a 5-minute major penalty in there, and all of a sudden, the Tigers are looking to win their first Palmetto Cup in some time.
Yeah, with 1:30 to go in the second period, it's going to be interesting to see South Carolina's resolve as they near the locker room, where I'm sure they'll get a talking to.
I can't imagine what's going to be said in there. I wouldn't want to be a skater wearing the garnet and black, because that puck flies into the crowd. You know, if I had a little bit of a longer arm, JP, I could have reached out and just
snagged that like Josh Hart snags a rebound.
Oh. JP, you know, you maybe got a Panthers reference left.
Oh,
Other
I
than
do.
that, you've hit about all your favorite teams here.
Oh, I will eventually.
It's tough. We're not the greatest team, but 1:12 left in the second.
Oh, that was a bad,
Frank era.
Yeah, Frank era sounds a lot better.
The Tigers are looking for more here as they've just been relentless in this second. Mulcairn has it now against the boards. 1 minute left here in the second period. Gamecocks will look to maybe get something going, but it's just been a terrible final 10 minutes of this period. After they took the 3-1 lead, it looked so good for the team in the garnet and black. And then it all went downhill, and the Clemson skater's going to be taken to the ice as he kind of hit Trip Russell after the play a little bit.
Well, but what I'm confused about a little bit is he was hitting him before the whistle, and Russell really didn't have the puck secured. It was bumbling out in front of him.
And the referee giving him a talking to the crowd saying, you might want to learn his name and, shake his hand, not taunt him today. Is this going to be a penalty?
That's just an unsportsmanlike, I believe.
Yeah, for each team, of course. I thought it was coming, and who else but Ronan Mulcairn skates off to the box. But for the Tigers, it's going to be 41 Ethan Callahan to the box.
And for the Gamecocks, it was Ronan Mulcairn. So with 41.6 to go, I think will we see 4-on-4? There were penalties, and there's penalties on the scoreboard. So this looks like it got a little bit out of hand on top of the just general, you're fighting. Go hit the box.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised there. We've seen it all night. Someone gets, close to Trip Russell, and he's covered up that puck. They're pretty much hitting the ice.
Yeah, but, I think you'd actually like to see South Carolina have a little bit more of that fire during the play, keeping them from Russell instead of having to go after him after the whistle.
Also keeping him. buy one, get one pizza if you're, for some reason, in-house and watching the broadcast.
Maybe they're just big fans of the two
Our
of
producer,
us.
Alex Teeter, says it's world-renowned, so you can take his word for it. 41.6 left is, again, talking to every fan in the arena. It seems there's always a ton of time after they call a penalty.
You know, it's senior night jitters for the refs, too.
Yeah. I mean, you were just jumping at the bit. We just want to see more hockey, man.
So we'll be 4-on-4 hockey for the final 41 seconds of this period and the first opening moments of this third.
The Gamecocks will control it. And that's going to be Jake Pushkar as the ref kind of kicks it away with his skate there. Greeley still has it, though. And the crowd is not happy with that particular referee. This Reed is calling for it on the far side. It's going to be a kind of mishit there by Bolger, but Greeley keeps it in. 13 seconds left. Going to fire a shot. That takes a deflection. 10 seconds left. It's off the glass. Greeley now with it. 6 seconds left. Fires it at Bailey. He makes a save. Greeley with one more shot, and he slots it in right above Bailey's head. And that's Dylan Greeley who knocks it up for the Gamecocks. 4 apiece here in the Palmetto Cup with 2 seconds left. What a goal, JP.
When I said this final moment of the second period, how the Gamecocks are going to respond, stuff like that is what I'm talking about, man. And for Clemson, remember the end of the first period? I said it looks like there's not a lot of time left, but you can't relax because they went the face-off. There's enough time to get a goal, get a shot on goal at least. And Clemson was there, or South Carolina was able to do that, not this game at 4.
You see that from Greeley. He said, let me take one shot. It comes back to him. Let me take a second. Third time's the charm, JP, that it's a saying for a reason. 4-4 as we enter the third period. JP, tell me your thoughts about that second.
That was a very, very fun period of hockey, man. High-paced action offensively, big hits defensively. I mean, you never want to see the hits that result in penalties, but lots of special teams play. Great saves by both Russell and Bailey. Just a lot of fun.
And you said it earlier. You said you're hoping to see a bit of a better game because it seems like every time we come to the Plex, the Gamecocks are just beating up on some poor team. But tonight, JP, we enter the third, knotted at 4. And I can't wait. And we'll be right back after this third intermission. Please stick around with us here at SCTV. You're not going to want to miss this final period of action. Excuse me.
Gamecock Nation, we have reached the witching hour. We need you now more than ever in our last home game of the season. We need you to stand up, make some noise, and get loud! Hey!
Welcome back to the final period of play of the entire season you'll see here at SGTV. I'm Spencer Ball, again joined by JP Barry. Who else but the two of us calling the most exciting period of hockey? I mean, there's so much anticipation
I know.
riding
You
on
can
this
feel
one.
it
Oh,
radiating
man.
out of the stands here at the Plex. Team stretching out on the ice, getting ready. I'm super excited for this third period. Tie ball game. All you have to do is be the better team for the next 20 minutes.
In the PA announcer. I mean, how much can you say about this guy? He's saying this is my last game on the mic. Getting the crowd hyped up. And JP, I don't think I've seen a single fan leave the seat tonight. And how could you with a game as good as this on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, this is electric. It's a rivalry game. Senior night, all the emotions just poured into this final triumphant moment.
Let me tell you, it's pretty beautiful. I got to say.
I almost expect to see a Jimmy Butler free throw on the ice somehow here.
JP, the inner Knicks fan in him is.
I'm mad. I'm mad, ladies and gentlemen.
But guess what? It's time for some Gamecock hockey.
How can
for
you be
20
mad?
minutes.
And especially when it's a game that's been this good. God.
I mean, the score doesn't reflect it because it's so high scoring, but it's been a tremendous performance by both goalies. There's just been momentary lapses by both defensive cores, which is a little surprising.
Definitely a minute 15 of 4-on-4 hockey remaining here as we start the third. And then we'll see 5-on-5 hockey, something we didn't see a whole lot of in the second period after that 5-minute major penalty that Clemson took full advantage of. The Gamecocks will start the attack here. It's going to be Bolger. He's out on the ice with Reed, Thomas, and Greeley. That's the four for your Gamecocks here. So Reed's going to send the puck all the way around. Looking for Dylan Greeley, who scored an immaculate goal with 2 seconds left in the second period to tie it up. Greeley's found there on the left side. He's looking for Bolger in the center of the ice. Unable to get it, but Thomas will skate back and get that puck as the ref in his way a little bit.
That's
but 30
happened a couple
seconds
times
left.
tonight, ain't it?
Sure has. Clemson's going to make a couple substitutions. Thomas tries to make a nice move, but good defense there from the Tigers. Thomas will skate off the ice. Oh, nice deflection there by Pushkar, trying to sneak it past Bailey, but he was ready. 10 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey, and the Tigers are going to try and get one last attack, but nice stick work there from Marco Pineda. It's a behind-the-back pass, from the Tigers. Tries to find someone in the middle, but it will not, as 5-on-5 hockey is what we're seeing now on the ice. 18 and a half here left in the final period of action. 4-4 in the Palmetto Cup. The Gamecocks and the crowd are upset about something. I couldn't quite see what, but it's going to be Mulcairn now.
They wanted a too many men penalty on Clemson during that line change, and they didn't get it. Refs waved it off as tragedy has struck in the Plex.
Oh, and Albers, the defender, falls. Albers with a shot goes just wide, and those were cans crumbling to the ground, as you heard, as there's a Celsius sponsor in the rink tonight, about 40 energy drinks mixed in with some alcoholic beverages here at the Plex. Under 18 now left in the third. Mulcairn calls for it. He gets it. Tries to make a nice move there, but
not that you need energy drinks to enjoy this game, man. This has been high-paced action back and forth, high-level hockey on display.
absolutely. It's probably been the best game we've seen here at the Plex in some time. Glad we can get to be a part of it as Mulcairn gets it over to Pushkar. He's got Pineda to his right, Albers closely behind. Pushkar, he is just fast, man. He got all the way down the ice in no time. Did lose the puck. And the Tigers will start the attack here. The shot's going to go wide of net, but Russell was ready for it. It's going to be Pineda now. He's looking for Smojais on the far side of the ice, and he'll get it behind the net. We'll send it behind him over to Berman. Controls this. Gamecocks are going to look to set up an offense. Berman hits the ice, and someone's tripped there, and they're going to notice that as Russell comes out of net, and they'll look to get a little 6-on-4 action here. It's out to Flaherty. And that is
a penalty on a slashing on South Carolina.
No, it's on Clemson.
Oh.
Yep. I saw it earlier. Couldn't see who it was on, but a Gamecock just clearly brought to the ground with a stick. That's going to be number 14 headed to the box. That's going to be Troy Gavea. And you know, if Luke's saying it right, I feel a little more comfortable.
All right, this is a massive moment in this final period of action because Clemson and South Carolina both have been playing high levels coming out of the break, and this all comes to a head at a man advantage for the Gamecocks.
Sure does, as Reed has it now for the Gamecocks. They might look to slow it down here as he gets it over to Bolger. Bolger back to Reed now. It's at the point position. He kicks it over to his left. Shot goes wide of Bailey, but good job trying to screen him there from the Gamecocks as Bolger now skates around the back. About a minute and a half left in this power play as Mulcairn has it. Over to Reed, now back to Bolger. Just working the space here, tries to get it back over to Mulcairn. Reed has it, he's gonna fire in a shot from distance, and that one's gonna be saved by Bailey. It's a good job there by, I believe, Owen Thomas trying to screen Bailey there, trying to maybe get a deflection. 1:26 left in the power play, 16-18 left in the game here as the Tigers will get a line change with the Gamecocks sticking with the guys they have.
You know, I don't know. That was like a mass of bodies.
You know, sometimes that's what I feel like this game turns into on occasion. A couple guys meet on the boards or at the face-off circle. Nice save from Bailey on the shot from Reed, but definitely some physical play going to be seen here in the third. We've seen it all night long.
That was Bailey's 30th of the night. He only had 9 saves. Actually, I lied. He had like 5 or 6 in that second period after a 20-save first period.
Bolger has it now, and a nice interception from the Tigers. Unable to catch it is Sean Reed. The Gamecocks will get a line change off, as well as the Tigers. 40 seconds left on the power play. About 15 and a half left here in this game.
I've been really impressed with Clemson's stick work since that first intermission. They have done some tremendous things.
Piscar has it. Great pass, and it goes in. Josh Wilkins with the finish. And Piscar made the defender miss. Gets it to his main man, Wilkins, on the left. And nothing Bailey can do as his defense was left fallen on the ice.
19th of the season for Pushkar. You know,
that was an assist by Pushkar. Wilkins with the goal there.
Well, there we go. Excuse me.
Just had to clear things up, you know, for the audience at home. But Pushkar, that is going to be his 15th assist of the season by our count.
So like I said, a pivotal moment in this game. South Carolina takes full advantage of it and just goes, not for the kill shot. Lots of hockey left to be played, but wow.
It's going to be 5-4 Gamecocks, and what a massive goal there. Incredible playmaking for Pushkar to find Wilkins. And this game just keeps getting better. Wow, good opportunity there from Clemson as that puck just gets deflected over the top. It's going to be Lazine now. He has Lindstedt up ahead, just barely in front of him. Otherwise, that would have been a one-on-one with Bailey. He tries to find Lazine right in front of the net. Wow, these Gamecocks, they are looking ferocious here in the third as Lindstedt has it again on the boards. The Tigers do manage to take the puck away from him, try and get a little attack going here. Haven't had much going in the third period.
And although really neither team has had an extended stay in the other's offensive zone, it's just been a track meet on the ice so far.
Yeah, both teams going, and that's a penalty on the Tigers, and what just cost them the first goal of this period. They're going to have to go on the kill yet again. As that one's going to be on number 12 here.
This is like an inverse of the second period, really, where, you know, one team, or Clemson, really helped themselves on special teams and was able to get back in this game and take the lead. Now they're hurting themselves on special teams and allow South Carolina to come back and take the lead. High-level analysis, I know.
Reed has it now. He'll fire in a shot. It does take a deflection to go out of play. But as you said, the Tigers, after such a promising second period, kind of shooting themselves in the foot 2 quick times here in the third, just 6 minutes in. not something you want to see if you're a fan of the orange and purple team from the upstate.
No, although I'm sure their attention is also focused on a baseball game, although we won't report the score on that one just yet.
Gamecocks looking to set up in the slow-paced attack here as Reed has it. We'll try and fire something in as Owen Thomas been doing a really solid job of screening Josh Bailey in goal. Thought for a moment that could be dangerous, but Russell comes out in net, makes a smart play and just sends it
Russell
behind the
staring down
goalkeeper.
the Clemson skater who was coming up ice. He was like, you want a piece of this?
Let me tell you, they sure don't, as Russell has been incredible tonight. His defense has kind of let him down in some moments, but him as an individual has just been perfect. That'll count as a save for him.
I was about to say, I'm about to give him a save for that one.
Yeah, 1:05 left on the power play.
Just his 17th of the game. He has not been challenged. I mean, he's been challenged, but South Carolina's done a good job of limiting Clemson's chances.
He's a lot of really quality saves, I would say. Maybe hasn't been peppered as much as Bailey has for Clemson, but
You always take quality over quantity.
that's it. Thomas fires in a shot. It will take a deflection. So Gamecocks still remain in control, but the Tigers will race after that one. Is luckily for the Gamecocks, Bolger quick on the skates. Will recover. Greeley has it now. Already got one on the night, the team's leading goal scorer. He skates around the net here. Looks for Nick Kay, the freshman. It's against the boards. Now it's Zach List with it. Fires one. That's going to take a nasty deflection. Great pass by Nick Kay, but seems to go just wide as Bailey's full extension in the goal. We can't see the puck anymore.
And now came the refs as they freeze action, much to the chagrin of the crowd here. Although, rallying behind the explosive play of the Gamecocks.
Sure are, and how could you not as, God, poor Bailey, he's about to just fall down after that sequence. That was a ton of shots on him. 13 seconds left on the power play.
38 saves on the night for Bailey. And,
Valiant effort from him as well. He's made some great saves. And you got to think this Gamecock lead could be a little bit greater. But for both teams, both goalies are keeping this game to score.
This is the best goaltending I've seen in a 5-4 game in a very long time. This is high level.
Yeah.
This is late season hockey. This is hockey at its peak.
Got to agree with you there. I mean, both teams looking great. A lot of energy here at the Plex tonight. Everybody's still in their seats. 12:35. Penalty shot for the Gamecocks. Couldn't quite tell what that call was, but that scrum is going to result in a penalty shot for the Gamecocks. And I haven't seen one of these at the Plex, JP. Let me tell you.
No, this is an exciting thing. I mean,
wow.
I'm getting jitty just thinking about it.
Jake Pushkar. Wow, putting the freshman on it. He's got a goal tonight. He's got an assist tonight. He's saying, look, I know it's senior night. I'm coming for player of the game.
3-point night, man. Wouldn't that be something?
We sure will see as Bailey's got his work cut out for him. Pushkar, the lefty. Here he is. He's working right. It's a nice move. Slots it left side. Bailey's left on his knees. And Carolina goes up 6-4. Jake Pushkar with an absolute gem of a performance tonight.
That was filthy. That was filthy. This team is disgusting in the best way possible. Oh, man, they get after it. It has been such a treat to watch this team along with all y'all, man. This game's far from over, though. 12:35 to go. 2-goal deficit. We've seen Clemson come back from this in record time.
Let me tell you, I'm sure the Gamecock coach is over there saying, hey, no more major penalties, huh? That's what did it for him in the second period, allowing Clemson to get back in this game. But God, how much can you say about this kid Pushkar? He's
special.
He's the new generation of this team. Him along with Flaherty, Nick Kay, a bunch of other freshmen and younger players in general. But what an outstanding first year for him. And at the final home game at Irmo, he's showing out.
It's a passing of the torch type situation.
Sure is. Still going to be 13 seconds of 5-on-4 hockey. The penalty does not erase that. 6-4 Gamecocks in the Palmetto Cup here at Irmo. Gamecocks will look to get one more attack. Berman gets it up to K. Berman has it. Gets it back to K. Even strength hockey now. About 12 minutes left here in the period. McGowan has it. Great pass. He's going to be brought down. K's frustrated. There's no call there. And the Gamecocks will be forced to go back and get the puck as Russell will corral it. Get it to his man, DeChico. He'll send it off the wall to McGowan. A great pass gets all the way up to Nick K. What a pass around the boards from Bobby DeChico there. Smojais just lays the lumber. Flattens a Clemson skater, and the crowd loves it. He's going back for seconds. This guy's an absolute animal. My goodness, JP.
Yeah, Clemson looks gassed right now. They're really going to need a stop and play.
Let me tell you,
Get
maybe
some of these tired skaters off the ice.
maybe Shane Beamer's watching this one. They might need Smojais. He is just an absolute unit out there, just taking down skaters left and right. Maybe the crowd's MVP tonight after those two big hits back to back. But the Tigers will look to do something here on offense. But the Gamecocks, JP, they look like a new team this period.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I kind of expected something crazy to happen there. I mean, we've been seeing
Hard not to,
action-packed
yeah.
sequences this entire game. It was only right that that South Carolina's offense was just going to explode at one point.
We were waiting on it, and they look in peak form as Piscara. He just swats that out of the air, that pass, and then gets the puck. I mean, God, this kid, this is what a performance from him. Pineda has it now. He's going to fire a shot at Bailey, unable to secure it, but he will save it from that being another goal. Clemson's going to have it. He kind of mishits it, but that was a good attempt there for the Tigers. It's going to be Drew Henderson skating up for the Gamecocks. He'll lose the puck. We'll see the Gamecocks end up with it, and it's going to be a penalty.
Or off? No,
Drew
yeah,
Henderson,
penalty.
Yep. 10:21 left in the third.
Holding. Yeah, that's.
This is the moment for Clemson.
Yeah, this is huge. 10:21 left.
It's about the same time we saw penalties last period.
Exactly.
Second half of the period. And Clemson, they looked really good on offense during the power play in that second.
Yeah, you slow down the game a little bit. You basically have manufactured momentum on account of having one more player on the ice. You get South Carolina out of your backyard. This is a huge opportunity for the Tigers.
And the speed of this Gamecocks is really shown in this third period. The Tigers do look a little bit gassed. Being able to control the pace would be huge for them, at least for the next 2 minutes. So going to look for a shot. Trip Russell said, my first save of the period. Well, second, excuse me. I believe second. Yeah, but he's said, hey, I'm ready. 1:55 left. Another face-off in the Clemson offensive zone. Gamecocks will win that. Reed takes over. He'll send it up the boards, and that goes all the way down as Thomas races after it. Bailey thought about coming out to go get that puck, but Thomas is going to fight for it. And this team's pressure, it knows no limits, JP. Even when it might hurt them, that pedal is pushed all the way down. The Tigers will control it. Look, they really slowed down their attack during the power play last time. I expect them to do more of the same, but said they kind of look for a shot, and that goes out of play. No bystanders hit, but
that one, though, was just kind of shot off into the crowd.
There was one hit a lot harder than that, so they're seasoned veterans at this point. 1:22 left on the power play. Gamecocks get a nice line change in. I believe the Tigers exchange a couple skaters as well.
Once again, great music. The Plex.
I mean, can't deny that, except for the questionable Mr. Brightside remix.
Yeah.
We only hear it intermission, though. Thankfully, the fans at home don't have to listen to that. But, nice deflection there. And again, it's Pushkar. He's chasing after it. More slipping on the ice here. And the crowd.
At some point, it becomes a skill issue.
Yeah, the crowd doing a little taunting. And that one's not going to be called. I thought that was going to be tripping there.
That was tripping. Not to play official, but that most certainly was some form of
And they're going to call a penalty nonetheless on Zach Bliss. I mean, they got the right guy. And as you said earlier, puck doesn't lie.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I know the last time we played here, Zach Bliss led the team in penalty minutes.
Oh, yes.
He's
Let's
maybe far
quickly
away.
It's a tightly contested race.
Maybe him and Mulcairn?
But
Jocelyn
right now
for
it
1
is
and
Ronan
2.
Mulcairn
Yeah,
with 56.
He got a 10-minute penalty.
Yeah, when he got ejected.
Yeah. That one. That's a real stat pattern right there.
He's a student of the game.
5-on-3.
Let me tell you, we saw it again. The 5-on-3 penalty. It's what killed the Gamecocks in this second period. And now they're seeing it again in the third, where they're going to have 42 seconds of 5-on-3. I believe that's what at least we heard.
I'm a little confused on that one. I believe that I thought there was people reacted like there was a pit. Maybe they just put the clock on the wrong one.
We're certainly about
For
to
us,
find
it's
out.
showing
Yeah.
that there's a 2-minute penalty on the Clemson Tigers, which is
Oh no, that's on the Gamecocks. It's saying we got another penalty. I'm not sure. From what we've been told, 5-on-3 hockey. For 42 seconds.
yeah. I'm sorry, I can't.
He's too overwhelmed by the Knicks' victory, but it's.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but Julius Randle might be the best to ever do it. Bang! Randle from downtown. What a game! You know, if we have a break of the action.
There you go. We're seeing.
Straight out of New York City, it's the Red Hot Knicks.
We're seeing a great game ourselves here.
Absolutely.
At the Plex and
The scoring of this one might rival that 122-120 victory down in Miami by the Knickerbockers.
let me tell you, they're and a couple power plays here for the Tigers.
Okay, so
Might
yeah,
see
it is
some
a
more
power. Yeah,
goals,
okay.
yeah. 5-on-3 for 42 seconds, then 5-on-4.
Oh, I
for
had that one.
remaining
I
time.
just was the side of the scoreboard. Once again, to our loyal audience, I cannot be trusted.
Good deflection there, as that one could have posed a dangerous threat to Trip Russell. So they are going to screen him, something we didn't see a ton of. Just 25 seconds left. A 5-on-3 Russell with a nice pad save. Deflects it to the side, and the Tigers will slow it down. He's going to look for a shot here. What a save from Russell. Do you see that with the shoulder?
Yeah,
off
and then
the,
it hit the post,
off
and
the
then just kind of
post.
shot into the ceiling like the Sacramento Kings beam.
Light the beam. That's a great. I love the Kings. They're the Hornets of the West, so you gotta show some love there. But my goodness, that save from Russell, he just.
Looked like Master Chief down there.
Let me tell you, JP's coming at it with all the references tonight.
I'm a multi-talented individual.
Hey,
what can I say?
Showing up. Hey, it's our last game of the season too. You know, we got to
Exactly,
put on a
we- yeah.
performance, huh? Clemson will catch that. Set
That
up
was a
the
better-
offense and a fantastic clear from Bolger. Will kill off the 5-on-3. In about 2 seconds, the Tigers will have a chance, but.
Now a 5-on-4.
And Russell with yet another save. 5-on-4 hockey now for the next 1 minute and 10 seconds. And it's going to be a goal for the Tigers. It's going to be.
It was
I believe
number
it's-
9 who
we've seen him
received it.
again. That's Cade Heinold. Second goal of the night, 6'5". What a great finish from him. Bottom right, as soon as the extra Gamecock skater was coming on the ice, said, I'm doing it myself.
He
Left
took
it.
that puck out of the air. He received it like a punt. I was about to make a joke that he should try out for the football team because he didn't buff a punt return against the Gamecocks.
Hey,
But, man, I mean, you see, it's the little things like that that lead to big moments. And just like that, it's a one-goal game with 8:09 left.
and for the Gamecocks, we talked about it before the period started. You can't have the stupid things happen like they did in the second period. And what do you know? They go down to 5-on-3, and it bites them in the end. Now we're back to even strength where the Gamecocks have kind of dominated tonight, but in a rivalry game, you can't be sure of anything. Jostling for the puck as the Gamecocks do come out of the scrum with it. 7:45 now left in the third period. JP, what are you expecting to see here?
I'm expecting to see a lot of craziness. Hectic play. I mean, just racing up and down the ice. Whoever has the best possessions, I think will win. Of course, that's not very, that's like saying if you run the ball well, you'll win in football. But it's just a matter of the facts, y'all.
It's very true. Sometimes it's the simple things that need to be said, and I think you're absolutely right. It seems like which offense is setting up the best. It's a team that's, putting them in the back of the net and keeping out of the penalty box is going to be key in the last 7.5 years. Both teams have been hurt whenever they commit penalties. Turn my swag on. A Shane Beamer anthem in the house tonight.
Yeah, to
Kinda
quote
turned
the
in-
great Shane Beamer at my SEC Football Media Society
Oh, and Kay
class,
almost with a backhanded goal after a great pass.
I know Soldier Boy.
McGowan will chase after it now. We'll look for the puck. Some shoving happening on the boards. And a monster hit. No penalty. That was... Who else but Brody Smojice to just flatten a skater? Goodness gracious. About the third or fourth time tonight. Under 7 now here left in the third. And the Gamecocks are just going to send this down. Get a couple skaters off the ice. Smojice in pursuit. And let me tell you, if you're wearing the orange and purple, you don't want to see him coming after you.
Yeah, that's like a freight train.
Yeah, he certainly can lay a couple hits. We've
Like
seen
Dr.
him get
Foreman.
ejected. Yeah. Oh, there's the Panthers.
Exactly,
rifle.
I was
My
waiting.
goodness, I wish I had a bet on it, but nonetheless, some subs and a great pass up to Sully Koch, but he's going to slow it down. Almost find his guy. I think he might have been offsides there, as he probably could have got that one, but it's going to be Sean Reed navigating the Tigers defense here, going behind the net, looking for Lindstad. It falls to Lazine and takes a deflection, but that was a great little play there by the Gamecocks. Sean Reed leading the charge of the defenseman. Over to Mulcairn now. He doesn't save it in front of the line, but he'll fire it against the boards. Tigers will control it. They'll have to go for a long pass as the skater has to give the ref a little hug there to avoid the contact. So the refs are kind of in the way out here, you know.
It's been an interesting night, man.
It sure has. Sure has, as Reed launches that one to the corner. Get a couple skaters off his... That's going to be Brendan Flaherty controlling it now for the Gamecocks as he'll fire it, I believe, to Zach List. Sure will. Wilkins just gets lost. It was in his skate. Flaherty, oh, wow, that pass was just out in front of the Tiger skater. That was dangerous. What a save by Trip Russell there. That was a great save. That
was
could
a
have
great
been
sequence
really
by both teams, just showing how great this game has been. I mean, it's such a fluid motion. It's not like janky, like chaos. It's like watching two samurai fight each other.
You know, as samurai experts, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Samurai Fight Club, can't tell you guys where that's at, but we've seen some things. But tonight, it's great. Two heavyweights in the ring. It's what it looks like. The Tigers, you know, if you looked at the standings and predicted how this game would have gone, I doubt anyone predicted a 6-5 game with 5 minutes left in the third. It's been a pleasant surprise, let me tell you. Both teams. Owen Thomas, he's going to have it on senior night. One-on-one with Bailey. Makes the save. He does lose it in the glove, but covers up with 5:06 left. That was almost a critical mistake by the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, it's the little things like that that leave South Carolina just a window of opportunity to extend their lead back up to 2.
Definitely. I think, you know, again, sometimes it's a little cliche to say, or it seems simple, but it's going to be a team, I think, that makes a big mistake that's going to allow either one team to take a 2-goal lead, the other one to tie it up. Good block from Bailey's. He makes a nice double save as that shot from Greeley was sent in with some real heat on it. We're under the 5-minute mark here in the third. You can't talk about it enough. The crowd here at the Plex.
Oh, yeah.
Going nowhere. We've got to mention it. Spring break technically started today. No more class. And a lot of dedicated people. Oh, absolutely. But a lot of dedicated people in the stands tonight.
Yeah,
Zach List there in defense.
What a way to open spring break, though, watching the Gamecock hockey team play a huge rivalry game. And it ends up being as exciting as this one.
Certainly. Greeley racing up ice. He's got defenseman Zach List to his right. Now, let me tell you, it doesn't matter what position you play on this Gamecocks team. You play offense, you know. They look to score goals with the best of them. And they'll get the icing call face-off for the Gamecocks in their offensive zone, coming up with 4:24 left in the third.
Icing indicated by the official.
It's a line change for both teams.
Come on, Gamecock Nation, time to make some
I mean, I'm getting chills in here. The PA announcers, you know, getting the fans on their feet, getting them loud, getting them rowdy.
I'm getting juiced, man.
His last game, our last game, everyone's last game of the season. They're saying, hey, let's do it right out here in Irmo.
Because at the Plex, if we go do it then, we'll do it big.
That's it. Tigers will just look to clear that puck. It's going to be DeChico with it now. Skating to the right, fires a shot at Bailey, who makes a good save. Little collision there. Tiger skater loses his stick, but able to pick it back up. And the Tigers looking to go on the attack, but they'll just dump it down in that far corner. Henderson chases after it. They try and get it up to Pineda, pass just a little bit out in front of him. Fans telling the ref to watch out because they've been in the Tiger. He's got a hold of Henderson's arm there and some pushing. They're going to let him play.
I love the ref.
Yeah. He just kind of nonchalantly gave a little shrug there. Thought he was raising that arm, but 3.5 left to go. They're saying, let the physicality come in here in a rivalry match. It's going to be Pushkar. I mean, goodness, he has the puck, and you just expect him to just do something magical. As he tried to get crafty there, but good defense. Going to be up against the boards now. As the Gamecocks will eventually control it with Pineda. About 3 minutes left now in the final period of play. And the Tigers will have it. Big hit by Sean Reed. Does a great job of just squaring off that defender and laying a nice hit up against the boards. It's going to be Albers, I believe. Questionable pass, but hey, no harm, no foul. 2:40 left to play now in the third as Bolger has it skating around Russell in goal. He's got Kay up there trying to make a run, but good defense forced him to pass it. He looks to go to himself off the boards.
Clemson's going to have to manufacture a chance. They can't rely on special teams always giving them the advantage.
Absolutely right. And with 2 minutes left to play, you got to see some aggression coming out. A great move there. My goodness.
Fair amount of overskating by the Tigers as well.
Definitely, as they haven't gotten a ton of chances here. Almost do. I like that attempt from them. Under 2 minutes now left in the third. Final play of regulation.
Yeah,
but, hey. You never know.
This is hockey, and this is March.
I tell you, it's certainly been a little bit of madness out here tonight. Tiger skater, wow, that was about something crazy there, but nothing quite yet as Mulcairn.
Russell was on his head. He looked like Henrik Lundqvist out there.
As that took a weird deflection. Lazine now with it behind the net, allowing South Carolina to make a line change. Doing a good job of stalling time, though. As time is the Gamecocks' friend. 1:24 left now in the third. Gamecocks still have it up behind Bailey in goal. A lot of pushing and shoving. Good in. Oh, Zach List fumbles the puck. And Mulcairn flattens him.
They'll say he was offsides. I don't know if I agree with that. That's a little bit of a...
Offside.
Definitely a tough call to be made here with just a minute 15 left.
Keep it going, Gamecock Nation. Make some noise.
Yeah. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you paid the price of admission to come see.
Let me tell you, if you haven't come out to the Plex, how could you ignore this atmosphere?
How can you live with yourself?
Let me tell you,
they just love sitting at home listening to us, don't they?
Hey, if you're not here, it's like you are.
Exactly. It's our undeniable charm.
Undeniable indeed, as the Tigers have a minute and 5 seconds left to even this game up, and that one goes off the post. He was almost Heinold again, looking for the hat trick tonight. Goodness.
He has been electric for Clemson.
You got to get the puck. Got to get him the puck here, but nice clear from the Gamecocks, and it goes in. And that might just do it. Owen Thomas on senior night, and who else but the captain?
To quote George W. Bush, now watch this drive. And it went into the hole, hole in one, birdie, par. I don't know, I suck at golf. But oh my God, what a goal by Owen Thomas. I mean, that was just literally, slap that in. That looked like a pitch away.
Let me tell you, I said Clemson would have to be aggressive. They didn't get the attack they wanted, and the sniper, Owen Thomas on senior night, his last game at the Plex. JP, storybook.
Exactly.
Wow.
Happy Gilmore moment.
Oh, man. Never thought I'd hear JP quote George W. Bush, of all people, on a broadcast. However, the Mad Lad's done it himself. 7-5 Gamecocks with less than a minute to play. Heinold's going to look to even it up, but Good
Plenty of
defense.
time left.
Crazier things have happened.
They're pulling the goalie, so empty net for Clemson.
They're saying that was Ryan McGowan. Who might argue with Lucas? Thomas is looking for one himself here. And he goes just left. 30 seconds left now.
There's Heinold again.
Greeley again. And he'll get his second of the night. The leading goal scorer makes it 8-5 Gamecocks. And this one's all but over, JP. The Gamecocks are going to take this one home.
South Carolina's going to move to 27-30. The Tigers will fall to
27-3.
9-12. Oh,
57-game hockey season in college would be a bit insane.
but, oh man, this is an electric atmosphere. South Carolina, they thrive in this kind of situation. So much fun to watch. All these great people having great moments in their final game with the Flags, final game in front of all these people. Of course, some of them are going to make that trip up for that College Hockey Federation tournament. But wow.
Let me tell you, I'd love to be up in Philadelphia with the lads.
Yeah,
and,
not Massachusetts.
Not Massachusetts, the 8-5. Luke putting his heart and soul into it on the PA mic. Owen Thomas, go get you one for senior night. He looks for it. He looked for it. And that's going to do it here. All I do is win. Rings out. 8-5 Gamecocks. JP, what a Palmetto Cup this has been.
I mean, it had everything you wanted. It had great defense, had physicality, had electric offensive performances. I just want to real quick give a shout out to Josh Bailey, the goaltender for the Clemson Tigers. An outstanding night for him. Kind of got left hanging a little bit. And then Cade Heinold. He did some wizardry things with the puck. Was able to just almost handily keep Clemson in this game offensively. But the Gamecocks were just too much, man.
And, clarification on that 7th goal. It was Owen Thomas, said Ryan McGowan out here. I'll not give Luke any slack on his final performance here at the Plex. What a performance from him. But as you mentioned, I feel like you got to give some credit to Trip Russell. 2 full extension saves of my count. I mean, doing his best to keep the lead with the team in the Garnet and Black. What an incredible game out here at the Plex. Got to give a shout out to Jake Pushkar. Kid is just electric. My goodness. You can tell he's like a little Owen Thomas prodigy.
Yeah, that's going to be a really fun thing to watch going into next year. Of course, the season's not over for either of these teams as they head on to Pennsylvania for that College Hockey Federation tournament. Clemson, 31st seed, Gamecocks, the 10 overall seed. But just pleasantries being exchanged by both teams.
No bad blood. Last time we saw, a little spillover.
Once the whistle blows, they're all just people playing the game they love.
Yeah.
Pursuing their dreams.
I mean, God, you see the fans here. Everybody's happy. I mean, unless you're wearing orange and purple, but that, can't say I care too much, What a performance on senior night, JP. For JP Barry, I'm Spencer Ball. We'll see you next season.